What's up? Backwoods Barber here at Santana's Barbershop. I'm gonna go over something with you guys real fast. Why barbers and shops fail. I'll tell you why. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. You got a customer walking around, sees your shop. Point one of contact is your door. He walks in your door. Right when he walks in, you got to greet your customers, man. Good morning, how you doing? How can I help you? That's what you got to do. From there, you move on with that. Step two, making them feel comfortable while they're waiting. If you got a long line, every once in a while, hey, I'm sorry. The line's long, it's real busy today. All the barbers are busy. But we got you, Assure them that you care they're still sitting there, okay? Then when it's their turn to get in the chair, number one, we're gonna talk about you, the barber. Don't fucking smell like weed. Don't smoke weed before you go to work. Don't smoke weed in your car. Don't smoke weed outside. If you smell like weed, they're gonna say, oh man, this shop, all they do is smoke weed in there. Now, that might not be the case, but the person looking, the visual optic shows this a hood shop. You guys smoking weed. So my shop, no weed policy. You can't smoke weed before, after, outside, nothing. You can't even smell like it. Don't smoke it in your car. I will tell you, you know what? Take your fucking boo friend and kick rocks. I don't care. Another thing, clean your ass, barbers. Don't come fucking smelling like fucking ass and sweat, weed, or whatever the fuck you smell like. Don't. All right? Me, I smoke cigars. Before I go in there and start cutting hair, I go in the bathroom, I clean my hands, I spray on cologne, I make sure I don't smell like a cigar. All right? So for those of you saying I'm smoking a cigar, and I'm smoking a cigar in my truck before I go in, but it's a cigar, it's not weed, and I get that smell off me real fast. It's not gonna mess with my perception of cutting hair and the way I speak to people. We'll nip that in the butt right there. Another thing, cut your fucking fingernails, man. Don't sit there looking like Ozzy Osbourne trying to cut somebody's hair. Looking like you just got done digging pineapple trees, fucking you're digging for potatoes in a field, and your hygiene. Get your hygiene right. Put a mitt in your mouth, okay? I know some customers' breath stink, but you know what? They're the customer. Make sure your breath don't stink, okay? So with that, you got him in the chair. The atmosphere was good. He feels good. You smell good. He might not have to smell good. He's a customer. You do have the right not to cut him if he smells like he just got pissed on. But get him in a chair. Then when you get him in a chair, talk to him. Hey, how you doing? At least say, how's your day going? If he wants to engage in conversation, he will. If he don't, he won't respond to that. Because I know some clients just want to sit there and say nothing. They had a rough day. They want to hear the clippers go on and off. That's what they want to hear. Some people want to talk. They just want to talk. Do it. All right? And obviously, give them a good cut. All right? Make sure you clean them up good. Line them up good. When you spin them around, say, is everything all right? Are you happy with your cut? He might say, hey, man, this line right here. You want to avoid the customer coming back to your chair and saying, man, last time you did it, but you kind of, no. Try to nip it in the butt right there. All right, last thing you want the customer getting up and going, man, I wanted it tighter on the side. No, but do while you're still in the chair. So avoid you from getting mad, which avoids you from presenting yourself wrong, which avoids the customer from getting upset with you. Number two, your shop. Man, keep your shop clean. Some of y'all barbers are fucking dirty, man. Neck strips on the fucking floor, hair all over the goddamn place. If I walk in and I see hair and shit on the floor next to it, no one's cutting hair, I'm gonna be like, this place is filthy. Do you know how lice spreads? You cut someone with lice, it will spread to all that hair on the floor, come up everybody's pants. Do some research if you don't know about lice, okay? Another thing, when you get done cutting a customer, clean up your whole station. All right, I'm not saying, obviously disinfect, but just blow off your station, sweep up the hair, then get a customer in the chair. Would you like if I was in a restaurant and I was your server and I had a dirty ass table and I ain't clean? Oh, just sit down. I get you. No, you don't want to deal with people's shit, dirty forks and crap. Same thing with a barber. Customers see this shit, man. All right, you want the customer to come back to you or even your shop Follow what I'm telling you, okay? Another thing, keep your bathrooms clean, man. Seriously, every once in a while, walk in there. If you see there's the garbage cans filled with dirty ass towels and paper, empty that garbage. If you see the sink has all crap hair, clean the sink, clean that toilet. In my shop, all the barbers take turns cleaning the bathroom. That's it. Let me tell you something. My customers take a shit in that toilet. Your customers take a shit in that toilet. I clean it and you clean it. Bottom line, you don't like it, bounce. That's how I am. All right. And then when you're done, talk to the customer. This and that. Another good thing, remember the customer's name. You get a customer that comes in and his name is Jason. The next time he walks in that door, what's up, Jason? I got you. That little bit right there will click in his head and go, damn, this guy actually cares about me. He remembered my damn name. If someone's sitting in your chair and they tell you, hey, yeah, I had a rough day, man. You know, my mom just passed away and stuff. I'm getting a cut. Next time he comes in, you say, man, how's everything going with your family? Everything good? The fact that you remember that and showed a personal interest in that person's life, that is a plus. They will feel a connection to you and they'll want to come back to you because they're knowing that they might have people in their life who don't care about them. They might have no one in their life, but the barber who cared about him and asked, maybe no one asked him, hey man, how you doing with your mom passed away? But the barber did. That's a big key right there, okay? Another thing too, make sure all your stuff is sanitized. In my shop, I sanitize in between every cut. I spray everything down, all my clippers, keep all my my stuff in barbicide, and every Saturday I do a deep disinfecting. Every Saturday, I deep disinfect all my clippers, put all the guards and stuff in bleach for 20 minutes, clean my whole station and the chair. So when I come in on Tuesday, it's sterile. And what I do every Saturday, I vacuum the whole shop. Vacuum, not just sweep, vacuum. Then you know what I do? Check this one out. I mop the whole shop. So when I come in on Tuesday, that shop is super duper clean. All right. One thing my shop's known for is being clean. All right. So if you want to be successful with and this is from the customer walking in the door. I'm assuming you already have social media. I'm assuming you already advertising and stuff. I'm assuming that's done already. I'm talking about the customer already trickled down that and he got to your front door. All right. Make sure you guys are not dressed with your pants sagging, basketball shorts, slides. No one wants that shit. I'll be honest, some hood shops and people like that. Not my shop. Okay? If a customer wants to come in dressed like that, that's all good. But we're not going to dress like that in my shop. We're going to show a little respect for being a business, all right? The way you dress reflects your personality. Okay? In my shop, I'll tell everyone wear black jackets. Everyone just match your jackets. And don't wear no crazy colors. You know, just like, you know, you can wear a hat, whatever you want to wear, but just make sure it's not like out. Another thing too, don't talk politics, don't talk religion. I ain't even going to get into that. That's a whole nother video. Don't talk politics and religion. Now, if you feel someone is on the same level as you and you want to kind of a little bit of comment, but don't. That will break a customer right there. I'll break a customer. Okay? Don't talk about their sexual orientation. Just be careful. You got to be careful what comes out of your mouth, because whatever comes out of your mouth goes into his brain and decides if he wants to get back in your chair. Please keep that in mind, all right? Just make sure you're shot. Another thing too, sometimes, see, what I do is I'll play like 80s music because everyone likes 80s. And then towards the end of the day, I'll throw on 90s. And if I'm cleaning up and it's the last hour, I'll throw on some rap music. Because, I mean, I grew up listening to rap. But I try not to play it in the shop because I don't have a hood shop. Hood shops are cool. Think about hood shops, you bring hood people in. All right? And I'll tell you right now, I worked in a hood shop in Jersey, and all I had was gangs. I had one gang on one side, the other gang on the other side. They'd all come in, their gold chains, their drugs, their guns, whatever. I cut their hair. It was great. But I don't want to shop like that now because I put myself at risk for a confrontation with customers, not with me, but customers in the shop. Okay? Try not to curse. All right? And you just want to make sure it's a good environment for people, because you got to realize you might get the hood dude come in and you might get the old man come in. Different people, you know, you got to kind of cater to everyone. The one thing you got to realize, number one, you're not going to make everyone happy. When you realize you're not going to make everyone happy, once you realize that, you'll be so much better. You're never going to make everyone happy. All right? Now, I'm assuming you know how to cut hair if you work in the barbershop. So I'm not even going to touch on that. Please know how to cut hair if you work in a barbershop. Don't come in the barbershop, learn. Barbershop is a place where you cut hair and not learn. You want to fuck up heads, do it in your house, not the shop. And I've said this already. That's common sense, though. I think most of you know that already. So, but you know, that's how you keep the customers coming back, man. Those little things right there, you know, the clean bathroom, you know, not smelling like weed, you smelling good. When I cut a customer, the first thing I do is I spray some fragrance on my hands, because you gotta realize when you straight razor people, your hands are on their face, okay? If you just ate a fucking egg roll and you didn't wash your hands and you go like this, he's gonna smell your egg roll on his hand. If you just took a shit, I'm being straight up. I'm a straight up barber. You just took a shit and you didn't wash your hands right and your hands smell like you wiped your ass, people aren't gonna like that, man. They're not gonna tell you, but they ain't gonna come back to your chair, they ain't gonna come back to your shop. They'll tell everybody else, but they won't tell you, okay? So those things right there are gonna get you success, man. Another thing too, be there when the shop opens. If the shop opens at 9, be there at 8:55. If the shop closes at 5, stay till 5:20. The only way to get known is to cut a lot of heads and be there. Don't just do the, oh, I'm gonna pay boo friend, I'm gonna cut 2 heads and I'm gonna go home. Don't cry. Don't cry, you ain't got money. It's your fault. And I mean, just, you know, the way you dress too, man. Just make sure you dress, you know, just, you know, don't have your pants sagging. Now, don't get me wrong, man. So, some people want to work at a hood shop. But I'll be honest, some of them hood dudes that come in with the big ass gold chains, the gold teeth, making it fucking rain, 0 tip. All that money. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Some people, they tip good. They don't care. They throw you. I got a guy tips me $100. But you know, if you looking to get a tip and looking to get, so a tip is basically like, it's one of the video, but a tip is someone saying you went the extra mile. I was more than I expected, so I'm gonna pay you more than you're charging because you gave me more than I feel you charged for. Does that make any sense? You dress good, you smell good, you keep them smelling good, you were nice to them. You know, some guy might be having the worst day in his life. Some guy's mom or grandma might have just passed away and he gotta get a haircut for the funeral. But if you make him smile through all that stress, he's gonna remember that. He's gonna remember that. And I got a lot of customers and I try to make them smile and keep them happy. But follow these steps right here and I'm telling you, you'll be a successful barber. You'll have a successful barber shop. You will do really good and make a lot of money. And this is what I've learned. I've been cutting here since I was 12. I've worked in 4 different barbershops in my life. And I've worked in everything from the hood barbershop, the barbershop that only cuts white people, the barbershop that only cuts rich people, and now the barbershop I'm in now, which cuts an array of everything from young kids to doctors, everything, cuts everything. One day you'll be cutting a doctor 1 second, the next minute you'll be cutting a landscaper, the next minute you're cutting a young kid, next minute you're cutting someone that might be a hustler. You gotta know how to adapt, all right? So follow these rules right here, and I think you do really well. So, Backwoods Barber, out.